What's up, everybody? Well, in classic fashion, as soon as I go to make a video, Misty decides to come and steal my chair. But that's okay. Anyway, let's get on with the actual... Alright, well, moving on to the actual video. I figured instead of waiting until November 9th when I get my new keyboard for my new computer and move that one's keyboard in here, I can just use the secondary computer's Black Widow keyboard. Just like I do when I'm on the TV or when I'm on the 1440p monitor. Figured why not just do that instead of making you guys wait all this time. And heck, I was antsy to make the video too. So we're just going to use that and get on to making the video. And I think we're going to do, in this video, we'll do Modern Warfare, which is a, competitive first-person shooter, one of the ones I play the most. Then I was going to do Diablo 2 Resurrected, but it doesn't support ultrawide, so that'd be kind of stupid in an ultrawide video. But then I figured we'd do Final Fantasy 15 and Need for Speed Heat. Kind of as a, an RPG. You get an RPG in there, and you get a racing game in there that's not Forza. I wanted to do Forza, but with Forza 5 coming out, I figured screw it. I won't show any more Forza 4 to you guys. Anyway, though, let's move on and get into the video. Okay, here's the settings we're going to be running for our ultrawide test. In Warzone anyway, we got our correct video card, the correct resolution, and all of that stuff. There's no VSync or none of that. These are my competitive settings. Just cruise on down and look at them all. That actually helps me see people. I don't know why, but my friend had me try it, and it really did help, so I put it in there. All that other stuff's disabled, though. So, now let's move on to gameplay. Okay.
Listen for the hum of nearby supply
Now
boxes.
we're in game here.
Good work. Red dots on the minimap.
I'm sure, as usual, it's going to prevent me from running.
Now hunt them
Every
down.
once in a while, my auto run that I
Hostile
have turned
dropping
on
into the area. Watch the skies.
lets me run, but for the most part, I can't initiate it. And it never used to do that, so I really have no idea why it's doing that, but hey, it's whatever. I mean, these are just bots after all. And I also didn't mess with my mouse sensitivity or anything, which would be completely differently set up for an ultra-wide monitor. So my aim is off and all of that as well. But you guys can see how it runs, and that is what counts. That is why I do this. Getting double teamed there. Nice.
Well done. The upper right part of your HUD shows how many enemies remain.
Oh, there's a guy.
Target down.
Got ourselves a headshot. Let's armor up.
Cash can be used at buy stations to buy kill
Seems like
streaks
every
and
time
other
I get an
special
armor, somebody comes and shoots me and I lose that armor. And it just becomes a never-ending cycle.
items. Enemy soldier incoming.
And coming, eh?
Gas is moving.
Ah. I probably could have killed him, but... at least we got that one.
Target down.
That was a close one. He almost got me.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Got him too.
Used at buy stations to buy kill streaks and other
Alright,
special
yeah,
items.
let's get a little bit better weapon. Ooh, another guy. Man, they are not giving me much time to armor up or do anything this game.
Reloading.
Oh yeah, probably should reload. 4 bullets is not enough for a submachine gun. I will die. Oh, hello. I didn't even see you. I was focusing on that guy.
A helicopter will provide tracking for the last 4.
Alright. Let's move on to camera gameplay. Alright. Camera portion of this now. And we're gonna Alt-Tab real quick so I can get my run back. Because it seems like every time I do that, yep, I get my running ability back. I don't know what happened all of a sudden. I didn't used to do that when I would make videos. Whoa. Hello. Screw that. Forgot to reload my other gun. That wasn't good. Against real people, I would have been so toast there. Alright, let's freaking put some armor plates on or something. I actually had to put my ultra-wide lens on. I couldn't get this monitor in frame and still be able to actually use my keyboard and mouse here. It just was not possible. So hopefully it doesn't look too weird. Alright, I guess let's move to this guy. Only 3 more people. Gonna shoot them in the face. Alright, where are they though? That's the question. Oh yeah, let's reload. Slide in the money. I think he's right freaking below me right now. Well, let's armor all the way up. And if he's following me... Oh, nope, he's gonna come up right in front of me, I think. Hell yeah! Well, I guess that's just about it for that. So let's move on to the next game. Okay, moving on to Final Fantasy 15. We're going to be playing it at the native res. And pretty much just have it maxed out for the most part. We just didn't use any NVIDIA effects. So, this was pretty easy to show off. Let's get right into that gameplay now. Alright, here's what the benchmark got. If there's a game that has a benchmark, I like running the benchmark just for fun. And here's what we got. It didn't have an ultra-wide. So, we just did it in 2560 by 1440. Those are the only options we have right there. But 7940 is still a good score for 2560 by 1440. So, now let's move into game. Alrighty.
Let's go see it while we still can.
Get into the gameplay now.
Could that be the dress we read about in the papers?
Does. The designer's name is the same.
Want to check it out?
Now this game is definitely a little stuttery.
Be a sore spot. Mother's sweating getting cold.
Probably just because I have it maxed out. If we turn some stuff down to medium and high, we could easily get 60 in this game, no doubt about it. Because I remember, even playing this game back when I had a 2080 Ti, if I cranked everything up at ultra-wide, because I still had this monitor at the time, and I would not get too much better performance. I'd still be dropping down to like in the 60s and 70s, sometimes even down into the 50s, even with a 2080 Ti, so we're really not doing that awful much worse. We're still like 20 frames behind what that could do, but for a laptop, I'd say this thing is still doing pretty damn good. This is a very demanding game. Uh-oh. He
Hold on
wants
a
to take a
second.
picture, huh?
I was hoping to get a picture or two.
He is
around
the
here.
picture guy, after all. Yeah, why not?
Let's check it out.
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, we are showing off monitor's capabilities and whatnot, so why not take a picture of the nice backdrop around here? I think it wants us to go up here. See, look, there's a big old stutter.
What is it?
Huge stutters. Don't like that. Gondola.
Care for a ride?
No, we're just taking a photo.
Take a shot from here.
Good call. Now it's picture time. Ready or not?
Alright, now that we got that out of the way, I guess let's try to continue and find that wedding dress.
All here, see? Us?
We got some XP, so that's always fun. Alright, no. Like I thought, this doesn't take us anywhere we need to go, I don't think.
Gentlemen, it has been a pleasure.
Alright. Let's go down here and retrace our steps a little tiny bit. And look at our temps now with that awesome cooling pad. 82 and 69.
Yep, same street as the
Much
estate.
better temps than what we used to get. Even though the thing's loud, but the laptop's loud, so who cares? And now it's got like way better speakers. And I got those Creative Pebbles hooked up to that monitor, so not an issue. But I think it's about time for us to move on to camera gameplay. Alrighty, camera portion now. Yep, this can't quite do this resolution with this game maxed out and get a constant 60. As you guys noticed, it was dropping to the 50s. And for some reason, it keeps the stupid mouse cursor in the center of the screen. I hate when games do that when you're using a controller. Honestly, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm supposed to be going the other way, but it doesn't look like I can get anywhere. This is a very confusing town. What is this? Alright, so that's Centeno Street. Oh. Well, it's still a lot smoother when you're not recording. It was way more stuttery when I was recording, but there's still C drops down to like 52s and whatnot. See, so now we're under 60. Dropped all the way at 49. So, I think if we just drop down like shadows and like a couple things from high just down to high, would honestly probably hit a constant 60 nearly everywhere. If I recall, this game is just one of those games that loves to stutter every now and again. I remember playing this on my 3090 and thinking, man, this should be a lot smoother than this, and it just isn't. And it annoys me. Still though, very nice looking game. Oh, I guess I found where I was supposed to go. Here we go. We weren't even getting the whole thing in the screen before. It's not easy with this monitor. Thank God I got that extra little lens with my camera kit. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be able to make this video. Alright, well, we completed that little mission. Lines. Alright, let's go see if there's anything at the end of the street. They love to put little things in places like this where they think people aren't going to go, but it doesn't look like there is anything. And we're approaching the 3-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and call this, and we'll move on to the next game. Alrighty. And last but not least, we're going to do some Need for Speed Heat. And here's the settings we're going to run. Native res, no VSync. We don't have HDR on this monitor, so we'll just leave that on auto. Normal resolution scale, no motion blur, and we did a custom quality because I turned off, motion blur, because I don't like that crap. Anyway though, let's get into gameplay. Okay. Into some screen recorded gameplay now. And once you get into the actual race, it stays above 60 most of the time. Every once in a while it'll drop down to fit into the 50s, kind of like the other game did, Final Fantasy 15, but this one does it in a much smoother way. This one's nowhere near as stuttery. And if you actually had a Freesync monitor instead of, like me, a G-Sync monitor, you probably wouldn't notice half of these stutters anyway. Because I never notice any of this stuff when I'm actually playing on the actual screen. So what I ought to do for that thing is eventually just upgrade to a Freesync monitor that's G-Sync compatible. That way I'm not, whatchamacallit, just stuck with NVIDIA or AMD. I can either do one or the other. Doesn't matter, you know? That's why I like my LG TV. It can do both. Yeah, it doesn't have a G-Sync monitor, but it's still compatible and it does G-Sync very well. So we apparently have gotten the attention of some police. Especially this one. This one really doesn't seem to like me very much. Oh yeah, well my wing is wider than your car, so take that. I might as well just fly. Is there a button to make a propeller come out of the like hood so I can just take off? No. All seriousness, big old wings like that have never been my cup of tea. I can understand why people like it, but I don't know. Even if my car had like a thousand horsepower, I would not want to put a big old racer wing like that on there. Unless I was gonna go and track the car. Not too much remaining. But alright, with that, we'll move into camera gameplay.
Alright, and here we go with some camera recorded gameplay. Now, as you saw, I have this game completely maxed out, so if you wanted a little bit smoother experience, obviously you could just turn some stuff down and it would easily be above 60 all the time, just like most of the other games, but I like doing worst case scenario. That way, on most games anyway, there's always, you know, room to turn things down instead of being like, oh, well, this game just runs like crap and there's nothing you can do about it, you know? So far, besides Crisis Remastered, I really haven't had any games like that, though. Ooh, I just got crashed into by Sparky. Crap.
Looking good, rookie.
Screw you, Sparky.
Pretty good. I think you'll do all right.
Well, alright.
Oh, looks like the car handles okay. Listen, I got some business in town to take care of. Best
Ooh,
thing you can
nitrous.
do with all that bank is get yourself a nitrous kit. I'm out of stock, but go pick one up from the parts shop, and I'll fit it for you. And when
Alright,
you
let's go
rise,
get some
you wanna
nitrous.
keep competing in the showdown? You gotta keep building your ride, and that takes bank. You race, you win cash, you upgrade. That helps you win bigger, faster races with more and more prize money. That ain't the whole story, but just the basics. And step one for you is buying that nitrous kit.
I'll keep that in mind.
Buy a car from me, and the aftercare comes as standard. Doesn't matter how great a driver you are. Everyone needs a good mechanic.
And that's you, huh?
You want to take on Palm City by yourself? Hey, be my guest. Just saying, it's easier when someone's got your back. If you're headed to the
It
car
is
shop,
easier when someone's
might as
got
well
your
swing by
back.
the old raceway. It's abandoned now, but that oval saw a lot of action back in the day.
Oh, that's a tree.
When no one's looking.
I figured I could power slide past the tree, but apparently not.
It all moved out into the street. No need for a raceway when every road's a racetrack.
Hey, I got to my destination with only hitting 1 or 2 trees. Not bad, not bad. Alright. Let's just skip past all that. Alright. And I'd say that's about it for that game.
Well, that just about wraps up this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This UltraWide monitor is absolutely awesome with this laptop. Obviously, you just gotta turn some settings down if you want to stay above 60 FPS all the time. Like I said earlier, I just like giving you the worst case scenario. So I, shoot everything up to ultra. So, anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. And until the next one, peace out, guys.